It's Thursday, or whatever day it is that we decide to do these videos. Today we're going to do a bottom shelf spirit with a top shelf attitude. Stick around.
This is the booze, and this is the Hound. Whether it's a dram or a 60 pound, let's pour ourselves a dose. We'll show you how it goes.
I know I sound like a radio host. I don't know how to do these fucking videos. I'm not a professional. Oh hey, thanks for sticking around. Today we're going to do a full-on review of a bottom shelf spirit. Let's get right to it. Bam! It's an empty bottle. No, it's not. This is Dewars White Label. This is a 40-ounce bottle. I've had a lot of this with ginger ale. I think I bought this one in the summer, and that was my go-to. Every time I mow, I've got a kind of a larger property, and my lawn I mow and I drink when I mow my lawn. And I was always drinking ginger ale and Dewars White Label this summer. That was my thing. So Dewars White Label, I really like this. It's a blended Scotch whiskey. It's like the bottom shelf version of Dewars. There's a 12-year-old and some higher ones. Let's just go ahead and try it. Okay. Fucking pretentious prick. No glugs on this one, buddy. I poured it really slow because I was trying to avoid the fly that was in the bottle, but I got it in there. So, what are you going to do? Dewars White Label. This is the first blended Scotch whiskey that I ever tried. I really liked it. This blended Scotch whiskeys kind of have this weird, not weird, but like awesome flavor about them that you know it's a Scotch, and you know it's a whiskey. It's really interesting, and even the bottom shelf ones, mind you, I know this is going to come as a surprise, I've never tried Johnnie Walker Red. But all the other the bottom shelf ones, Teachers and so on, I like. And I can drink them straight, and they taste great. So I judge my whiskeys on 5 factors. And each is one bigger than the other or smaller than the other, like your testicles or breasts if you're a woman. Now, the first thing is presentation. Because when you go into a liquor store and you don't know exactly what you're looking for, you eat with your eyes first, as a chef would say. And so presentation kind of means something. For example, if you see a corked bottle and an uncorked bottle and you're not sure what you're looking for, you probably pick the cork. Or if you see a square bottle, it looks different. Whether you like that or not depends on your personality, probably. So, you know, Johnnie Walker versus Dewars, for example. Red label and the Johnnie Walker and white label Dewars is about the same price. Which one do you pick? Which shape do you like? Do you like the slanted label or the big label that looks like it came from like a perforated type of press? Depends on your personality. Come here. We're not fucking done. Let's go. Okay. So, presentation, color. I don't judge color very often, very highly, because with most, except for bourbons, you can kind of fuck with the color as much as you want. You can put a special coloring in it, and if it's Canadian whiskey, you can fuck with the flavor too, even. So, presentation, color, nose, palate, and finish. And those are important. In the description, you can read the entire tasting, nosing review. So, for presentation, it's just a regular old bottle. It's a nice shape. It's got like kind of a Celtic little symbol there. The white label tells you what it is. 2 labels. And on the back, it's got a separate label and some engraving. So, I may have did this one a little bit low. This was the very second review I ever did of a whiskey, and I gave it 5 out of 10. For color, let's take a look at it. Try to ignore the fly. For color, it's very gold, but it's clear. It's like a very crisp type color. There's nothing unappealing about it, but nothing super appealing, nothing super impressive. So I gave this one a 3 out of 5. Do my color out of 5. For the nose, okay, he lasted longer than most. Sweet. Apples, candies, a little bit of vanilla, very little oak. It's very well balanced as well. If I were to smell this and not know what it is, I would not guess that it is a bottom shelf whiskey. And just to let you know, I am more of a Scotch guy than a bourbon guy, but I like this. This is a very good whiskey when you smell it. And a little bit of cinnamon. A little bit of spiciness, too. Let's go on the palate. So the one major knock on the white label is it's got that alcohol burn that it's just it's barely too much, but it is a little bit too much. And you get some apples and candies, a little bit of spiciness, and then in the finish, it's kind of bitter. And I always try to tie in the finish and the palate, even though they're both ranked very high and very different. While it's in your mouth, it's kind of like light, right? Like crisp, let's call it. So it's not heavy. My notes say, well, I actually went through it all. Green apple is kind of the big thing, but in a very different way than a Jim Beam product. If you've watched my other videos, Jim Beam, to me, has a very distinct green apple, sour apple type candy flavoring to it. This doesn't. This is, I don't know, it's very distinct, but it's not like candied. You know, it's very sweet, but it tastes like a dried fruit more than a candy. I really like it. The finish, what did I write for it here? Oh yeah, longer than expected. So like a medium type of finish. You know when you're in your mid-20s and you kind of learn how to use your dick properly and you don't come in 5 seconds? Like that. Like you're not a fucking pro yet. You're not on Pornhub. You're not a fucking, you know, Adam West. Why am I going to say Adam West? Peter North. What the fuck? I know he's Batman. He's dead also. Okay. You're kind of like, you're not like the Ron Jeremy of whiskeys. You're more like anyway, so this one overall, let's go through what my grades were. So 5 out of 10 for presentation, 3 out of 5 for the coloring. I gave it a 27 out of 30 for the nosing. For the palate, I gave it a 30 out of 35, which is damn good for bottom shelf. And for the finish, I give it a 15.5 out of 20. It's slow medium, not medium long or medium, slow medium. Like a steak would be medium rare, medium well. I would give it like a medium rare, so medium slow. That's what I gave it. And as in the overall, I give it an 80.5 out of 100. I would drink this straight. It's great with ginger ale. You can mix it with other stuff too, I'm sure. And I always add a little bit of water, but this one I don't even think I need to. And also the bug is in it. And I saved just enough that we can do a little bit of a showdown, whatever we're going to fucking call it, with some other blended whiskeys. And if you've been watching this channel, you know I like to compare whiskeys to sounds. And for this one, I think the sound would be like an old school chariot kind of cascading down a modernly paved road. Something else to it too. What do you think? Kind of like, if you're Canadian, you'll get this one. You remember Sugar from YTV? Kind of like her voice. It's sweet, but a little bit of raspiness. You could do without the raspiness, but you'd fuck her anyway. You know what I mean? Kind of like, yeah, daddy, but you smoked a cigarette before you said it. Just like that. Now, in the interest of keeping these videos short and sweet, I'd like to say thank you for watching this video. Please share, like, subscribe, do all of those things. These videos are only going to get better. As you've noticed, the hiss of the microphone has finally gone away. My dog's only going to get cuter. Sit down on your butt. Sit. Okay. Come back next week. We're going to compare things, sticking a microphone up your twat. Have a great night.
Subscribe to the